Hey my friend, today let's explore to find what is the saddest chord change or chord progression that we could create. We have many choices when we want to create sad chords. We could use some of the darkest modes like Locrian or Phrygian, or we could use the harmonic minor scale. But to me, nothing screams sad more than a good old regular natural minor scale. This one. So I just played a C minor natural minor scale. So this is just the root note followed by the second, minor third, 4, 5, minor 6, minor 7, and 1. So when we use a scale like this, we can create chords. We can harmonize using those notes. So it's basically playing the scale, but instead of playing the scale, we play chords. So let me go slower and explain why I got these chords right here. So basically we take the scale and we're gonna stack thirds. So we always skip one note and we play the other after that. So instead of playing the whole scale in order, I'm gonna play 1, 3, 5. And that's gonna be my first chord, right? Dun, 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 which builds a C minor chord. Then I'm gonna play 2, 4, 6, which creates a D minor flat 5. And then 3, 5, 7, which creates an E flat chord. And you get the principle. We stack the thirds and we get 7 chords in order to harmonize our natural minor scale. So in the key of C minor, in our case, that's gonna be C minor, D minor flat 5, E flat major, F minor, G minor, A flat major, and B flat major, and then we come back on the first chord, the root chord, C minor, right? So we have all of these 7 chords that we can choose to craft our chord progression. And it's not a surprise that if we want the saddest chords, we are gonna pick the minor chords in the sequence right here. So the 3 minor chords that we had available was the root chord, C minor, the 4 chord, F minor, and the 5 chord, G minor. So just with a starting point, by utilizing those 3 chords of a minor scale, we can get pretty sad already like this. So I basically just played C minor, G minor, and F minor, and that's already pretty sad. But if we want to crank the sadness up a notch, what I would do is to add 9ths in the chords. So we're gonna play add 9 chords. Why? Because it creates a friction with some notes in our chords right here. So in our case, if I use C minor, and I add a 9th in it, so I have to push my pinky 2 frets higher, so that's pretty stretchy here. You hear that friction? That little friction between the 9th and the minor third of our chord adds an instant dose of sadness in the chord. But since it's really stretchy here, we are going for the rest of the lesson to transpose in the key of E minor so that it's easier to play a little bit. So in the key of E minor, our root chord is obviously E minor. Our 4 chord is A minor. And our 5 chord is B minor. Right? So the technique is really simple. If you want to add a add 9 in your chord, once again, like I said, you take your E minor bar chord like this, and you place your pinky 2 frets higher. So in that case, that's gonna be on the 11th fret. It's still stretchy, but it's not as bad as at the bottom of the fretboard, right? So we get an E minor add 9. And the same principle applies to the chords that are built from the 6th string, the minor chords, bar chord like this. You do the same thing. You take your pinky 2 frets higher, and that creates the added 9th. And if you want it, for me it's more comfortable, I like to replace my ring with my middle finger, like this. And it's the same for the A minor chord, right? So that gets super sad if I play something like this. But it's not maybe the most practical. If you have to play that for a long time, it's really stretchy and it can be hard on the hand a little bit. So I'm going to show you some other voicings that you could use instead of those. So for example, for the E minor chord, you could play it like this. So you get the same kind of friction, but it's an open voicing. So you could use your index and ring or your pinky. For me, it's more comfortable like this. For the A minor chord, you could play it like this. So once again, we get our great friction here, but we get helped by a few open strings. To me, it's much more comfortable. And for the B minor chord, we could play it like this. I haven't mentioned that when you play the 9th on the B minor chord, you play a note that's outside of the natural minor scale. This note right here is the note that we get most often in the Dorian mode. But to me, it does not matter because it's just one chord that's passing between other chords, and just the friction that we get with the minor 9th is just too good to pass on, right? So you could play something like this. Other chords that I really like in the same vein here, using lots of open strings. So when you pick up a key like E minor and you can incorporate open strings, it's even better because it lets the strings ring more and let the little dissonance shine in the chord when something rings more. So for example, I could use the same thing again, but in another voicing like this. So that would be my E minor chord. And that would be the voicing for my A minor. And that would be the voicing for my B minor. So that's only 2 fingers to fret, so that's easier to play, and it sounds even sadder to me in this version. Beautiful sadness. So there you go. If you want to create sad chord progressions or chord changes, you pick all the chords of the natural minor scale. You pick the minor chords in them, so the root chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. And then if you want, you can add 9, so add 9 chords to get more frictions. And if you can incorporate open strings in all of that by choosing a key like E minor or A minor or something like this, it's even better. So I hope that these chords are going to be useful in your sad music. Thank you for watching, and like always, I'm offering all of my new viewers my free mini course on ambient guitar chords. You can get it by clicking on the first link in the description box. So in this free course, course, I'm teaching you about super useful chords called spread triads. I'm showing you how to harmonize them and create your own chord progressions. And you can download the chord charts and the exercises for free. And there are other surprises in this course. So once again, you can get it. First link in the description box. That's my gift to you for watching my video until the end. So thanks for watching, and until next time, au revoir.